Hello, guys. Welcome to the Dre&Daz podcast. Daz isn't on this one. It's just Dre today. We're doing an instant reaction to the Arsenal and Leeds game. I felt like I just wanted to say a couple things about the game. Man, what position are Arsenal in right now, currently? Even though it's just a 0-0, the way the team played, bro, that was a bad game. And it's been like that for a while. When you look at the team, you're really looking at it and saying, how are we going to score goals in this team? Where is the creativity coming from? What are we going to do until we get to January? Because everyone's saying when we get to January, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Our top four race could be finished by the time we get to January. And you have to really look at it and say, where are we going? When you look at what Tottenham did yesterday and how they played and how they beat Man City, and you look at the comparisons between us, and I'm not comparing Tottenham because it's Tottenham. I'm comparing Tottenham because one of the main things that's haunted Arsenal is that we had our stadium, we wanted to pay it off. We was always making top four to pump money into the club. We couldn't sign certain players. Tottenham have rebuilt a stadium. And when you look at their team and where they are, they reached the Champions League final, 2 seasons ago? And they're competing for the league this year with a very strong team. And except from last year, they have been in and around competing, trying to get to the top. I can't remember the last time Arsenal even had a proper title race. And you have to look at it and say, yeah, we signed Thomas Partey. Yeah, we signed a couple players. But why is our team in this state? When you look at the bench, okay, yeah, we're bringing through the youngsters. But our team is still very weak and hasn't actually been invested that well. When I look at Pepe, I'm actually really disappointed because when we signed him, you thought, wow, this is a world-class winger. A lot of teams were trying to sign him. But I have to say, I think I'm done with Pepe. From what I saw today, first of all, that was so stupid of him to do that. When I saw it, I thought, okay, it's not a red card. It's very slight. They're just squaring up. But, bro, you can't fall for that. When you look how man was trying to wind them up before that and you fell for it and push your head forward. And with Pepe, he just doesn't take it seriously. He doesn't take it seriously. He's smiling the whole game, joking around. Even when he headbutted him, well, if you want to call that a headbutt, this man's smiling. When are you going to take it seriously about your position? You cost 72 million, yeah, and you're getting benched by Willian. And even with Willian, I'm starting to think that I want to see Aubameyang, Nelson and Saka starting each game. Because Saka and Nelson are showing a lot more passion than Willian and Pepe. When they come on, you see that they're hungry. Especially Saka. And even today with Aubameyang. And this is a bit of a controversial opinion. This is why, when you watch the game today, this is why I've always backed starting Lacazette. Aubameyang can score goals, but he cannot hold up the ball. And that's what was happening today. When you have Lacazette on the pitch, he's able to back into players. He's stronger. He holds up the ball. Yes, he's not scoring the same amount of goals. And I know we want to see Aubameyang down the middle. But except from the goals, he doesn't bring a lot else. He doesn't create. He doesn't hold up. He doesn't head the ball. And that's just facts. That's just facts. Last season, when we were watching Arsenal, we was trying to compare him, saying he's better than Kane. How in any world is that possible? Kane, as an overall striker, does so much. Aubameyang is just scoring the goals. And now he's not even scoring the goals. So what is he bringing to the team? I'm not saying to bench Aubameyang. I'm nowhere near saying that. He's our best player. I get that. He's our captain. He is the guy. We need to feed him the ball. I'm just saying, This is why Arteta was starting Lacazette, because we need someone to hold up the ball. And Aubameyang can't do that. He doesn't have that physicality. He doesn't have that grit. He doesn't have that strength. Lacazette, yeah, we could sign someone that could do it better, but he's the best player we have at holding the ball up. But then it's difficult because now Lacazette isn't scoring. It's a very, very difficult position right now for Arteta. But the one thing I don't want to see people do is saying, see, look at Arteta. This is why we shouldn't have hired him there. This is why what I've been saying. He, like, those results he got against City and Liverpool, they were fake. They were just playing counter-attacking football, played 10 men behind the ball. This is not Arteta's fault. When you look at Mourinho and Tottenham, and I keep on using them as an example because we've been in some very similar positions. The only difference is the boards have backed Mourinho and Tottenham for them to be in the position that they're in. Arteta has not been backed. Even Emery was not properly backed. But focusing on Arteta now, he has not been properly backed. If he was being correctly backed, we would have bought Aurier. We would have got someone. He said we needed a creative midfielder, and it was not given. And who knows why Ozil is not in the team? I have my own personal opinions. Even if Ozil was in the squad, I don't see how he can play because he doesn't track back. He doesn't put in that fight for the team. And that was one of our main issues before, conceding goals. I get why he's not in the team. But if the board are taking him out because of the stuff he said about things going on in China, and then if you're taking out our most creative player, what are you going to give the managers to replace that? Because now you're putting that pressure on the manager to take on all of the heat. He's taking all of the heat, and they're going to say, this is why he's never managed a team before. He has not been backed. When I look at that team, I generally think he's not good enough. Like, I don't think if we add a few more pieces, we're good. Like, when I look at Pepe, I don't rate it. When I look at Willian, I don't rate it. When I look at Aubameyang, you need to be giving him the right service. He's a player that you have to cater to. And right now, we're not. When I look at Xhaka, for me, he just doesn't fit in that team. I'm not saying Xhaka's a bad player. I'm just saying that this didn't show in today's game. This wasn't the issue, but the problem with Xhaka is very slow in the transition. And the way Arteta likes to play is strong physical players that can move quickly, get the ball up the field quickly, especially if we're defending deep, the way we have been this season. When I look at Bellerin, for me, he's just not that guy. So many mistakes. Holding is not that guy. They're just these guys are just not. They're not it. They're not it. But we're not on that level where we can go to the board and say these guys are not it. Replace them. If Pep doesn't like his left back, he goes to the board and says, "Big man, I don't care how much history this guy's got. You want me to win the Prem? Replace my man. You want me to win the Prem? Replace him, or at least give me something." But at Arsenal, we just don't have that. We stick to players, and we're like, well, hopefully he comes good. And we've done that for too long, and that's why we're not in the places where we want to be. It's very lethargic. If you wanna be a top club, start acting like a big club. I'm going off on one, man. There's a couple of things. Yeah. Bro, you know what as well, yeah? Did you see them Bellerin foul throws? I've been seeing this for a couple games. Bellerin, sort out the foul throws, bro. Oh my days. Because I'm not seeing anyone else get penalised for it. You guys tell me. But, gosh, sort out the foul throws. Damn, man. I'm just pissed. Because the thing is, after these games, what gets me the most is that people like to blame individual players, the manager, blame this thing, that thing. The reason Arsenal are not doing well is because the board have not invested properly. The club is not run properly. That is the difference between Arsenal And Liverpool, Arsenal and Tottenham, Arsenal and City, we have not been run well. If you want to take it back to the history, yeah, of what we had to build off of, and I'm going back deep now. If you want to go and look back at what Arsenal had to build off of in like 2004, 2005, even when you step into 2010-11, when we have Fabregas, Van Persie, Nasri, guys that are ready to win. It's always been that last step, or you just need them last couple of players. And we're not prepared to win. We're not prepared to put in what we need to do to say, yep, we are going to take these guys this year. Liverpool, when Klopp came in, yeah, he saw the team. The attack was good. The defense was shit. And they invested in what they needed. They got Alisson, Fabinho, Keita, and they kept adding, even though they won the league last year. The investments are needed. You need to invest. You need to have the right people running it. And I've been saying this before, football's turning into a game of who can run the club the best. Because you can have all the nice players you want. You can have the best manager you want. If your owners are not investing, if your owners are not running it right, the club's shit. And when I look at Arsenal today, even if we won, I wouldn't have been happy. Because I can't even remember a game where we've dominated it and played well and I've been like, yeah, we played good today. Well, I can hear people shouting at me saying, what about the Man U game, bro? I get it. And I don't want to discredit it. But we did win by a penalty. Do you know what I mean? And that was a very gritty result. And that's the thing, yeah, I want to give Arsenal credit for and Arteta credit for. And this is Arteta. This is not the board. He's put defensive players there. Do you know what I mean? And he's done that well. That's why against Man U we done sick. But if it was against a better team and they was peppering us more, who knows? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to discredit that Arsenal performance. I'm really not. I'm just saying that maybe if it was better on the attack, we would have beat them by more. You know? And yeah, I'm pissed off right now. I've just come off the Arsenal and Leeds game. Should have won that game. Pepe making some stupid mistake, but overall the team has to improve, and that's the bottom line. And I don't see how we're going to. I don't see what Arteta can do. The only thing I can see him doing is obviously when Partey comes back, things will get shored up a lot more. But then you still have to look at the attack and think, how are we gonna do this? You know, and I don't want to hear someone say, "Oh, just put Ozil back in." Look, the boat's gone, right? We don't know what the reason is, but he's not come back in the team. We need to stop getting on that. But I don't know how we're going to make top 4 this year. But the one thing I don't want to see is Arteta get sacked, because this man is a brilliant manager with a brilliant future, and we need to back him. Yes, this is his first job, and we need to support him, man. It's a really good manager. Don't sack him. This is a really good manager. Support him. Let him make his mistakes and support him. Get behind him. Be patient. Because if you sack him, I don't know who these Arsenal fans are looking at to bring in. What? Pochettino? Are you mad? Come on, man. Let's get serious. But yeah, man. Let's see what happens. It's been the Dre&Daz podcast. My reactions to the Arsenal and Leeds game. Daz is probably watching the Liverpool and Leicester game now. So let's see what happens in that one. The next podcast of me and Daz will come out on Thursday. So yeah, look forward to that. Speak to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your night.